What's going on, traders? So I kind of want to do a video, a quick 2-3 minute video. Just want to talk to you guys about how to be more successful as a trader day in and day out. It's not about finding the next stock that's going to, short squeeze, or the next company that's going to explode, or what company has been sold off and it's oversold and it's due for a pop. None of that. None of that matters. Some of the most successful traders, that come off of Wall Street, that are institutional traders, that, work for hedge funds. Some of the most deep pocket traders trade a handful of stocks. Okay. They don't care about what's about to short squeeze. They don't care about what's oversold. They trade 2, 3, 4 stocks. Their hedge fund specializes in a specific industry. Okay. But how to be more successful as a trader comes down to self-discipline. As simple as it sounds, if you are not a disciplined trader and you are not a disciplined human being, you will never be successful in trading. Will you get lucky? Will you be a part of a stock that, runs up and you make your money once, 2 times? Sure. It happens to everybody. Will you be a part of a, raging bull market where, you can buy any dip and, immediately it gets bought up? Sure. But what happens when we're not in a bull market? What happens when you enter into a stock that, is supposed to go now and, it continues to sell off for 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Okay. Having discipline allows you to be able to trade any stock that is on the market. Okay. By having a strategy, knowing charts and patterns and supply and demand zones. But more so when it comes down to is, having discipline in life. So I want everybody to stop and think right now. What is the first thing you do in the morning? The first thing you do in the morning. Okay. If you do not get up out of bed in the morning before the bell, a half an hour, 2 hours, however long it takes you to get ready for the day, to create your watch list, to look at stocks, to see what is moving pre-market, whatever time that is, whatever time you set your alarm for, when you first get out of bed, before you even brush your teeth, you need to make your bed. Okay. Not because, this is the military or, because of whatever reason. It's just getting into a habit of getting up every morning, making your bed, having it look nice, getting ready for the day, going to the restroom, brushing your teeth, getting freshened up, taking a shower, whatever that is that you need to do to get fresh, to get ready for the day. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the question again. How many of you, when you get out of bed, the first thing you do is make your bed? You fix your pillows, you fix the sheets, you put the blankets back in order. If you are not doing that, you are already having a day start off erratic, having a day start off spontaneous. And those little things are going to trickle into your life when it comes to trading. So the reason why I say when you get up in the morning to make your bed, first thing, just make it a habit for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks, for a month. Every day, as soon as you put your feet on the floor, you get up, you make your bed, you make it nice, you go to the restroom, you get freshened up, you take a shower, you brush your teeth, you do whatever it is that you need to do. But before you do that, just get up and make your bed. Make that a habit. Make that, a 2-week goal, a 3-week goal, a month goal, and you're going to start to see that sort of discipline and that sort of routine trickle out into your trading. And the reason why I say that is that if you have no self-discipline in your day-to-day activities, meaning you don't meal prep for the week, or you don't have your meals laid out for what you know that you're going to be eating in the day, if you don't get up and make your bed, if you don't get up and iron your clothes, if you just roll out of bed 5 minutes before the market opens, turn on your computer, look at your phone, and buy the first thing that is green, you will never be successful. You will get destroyed. If the first thing you do when you wake up is go to social media and look to see what is moving according to the Twitter gods, or to YouTube sensations, or to what Discord, is pumping what low cap stock. If that's the first thing that you do, you are never going to have any sort of longevity, because you have no discipline. You will be easily swayed to buy things because they're green and sell things because they're red, not understanding that when something is red, it could be coming into rising support, getting ready to make its next leg up. Not knowing that when something is green, it could be overextended and due for a breath. You will get too emotional when it comes to cutting profits too soon, meaning that if you have no discipline when it comes to your day-to-day activities, you will not have any discipline when you get into a trade. It is in your favor, and you are quick to grab profits. You are quick to take that money off the table. Now, I am all for taking profits, but let's say you play a high beta stock and you know it has an average true daily range of $3 to $6 in the day, up or down, this fourth and the other. And you get into the play, it's the perfect setup. It goes up 50 cents. You take all profits off the table. The stock continues to run $4. At the end of the day, you're going to bed upset at yourself. You're going to bed with that trade still on your mind, going into tomorrow's session, wanting to get those gains that you lost because you weren't disciplined enough to follow your strategy and stay disciplined enough to let the trade work in your favor. How many times have you been in a trade? It's a perfect setup. It's following your trading plan. You get in the trade, momentum looks good, the volume looks good, the market looks good. 30 minutes later, they pull the rug, the stock comes in, the rest of the market starts to follow. Now you become in the red. You have a mental stop loss. You do not mentally tell your hand, your brain doesn't tell your fingers to click the mouse to sell at that mental stop loss. You hold on because you think, when 30 minutes ago the market was strong, yesterday or pre-market the market was strong, or this person told me that this company is ready to run, or whatever that is, and you let the trade start to work against you. You have no discipline to cut the loss because you are too prideful. You don't have any self-discipline to tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to cut this trade. The market, was the move in my favor correct? Yes, it went up 50 cents. I didn't get what I wanted. I tried to hold on for a little bit longer. It broke through my support. It broke through my stop loss. Cut the trade. Versus telling yourself, it ran up 50 cents. I didn't take my profits. I was looking at, 85 cents, $1.50 price target. The stock came back in, not a problem. Break even, not a problem. You start to lose a little bit of money on the trade. You hit your stop loss mentally. You tell yourself that this stop, needs to trigger the finger to the mouse to click the sell button. You do not, because you are still hoping and wishing and telling yourself and convincing yourself that the stock is coming back, that the market is coming back. The market doesn't have to do anything. The market doesn't have to go up. The market doesn't have to go down when you want it to. The market is going to do what it's going to do. And it's up to us as traders to be disciplined enough to have a trading plan, and disciplined enough to know that when a trade is working in our favor and all signs point to green and rising support is rising with our stock, red bars don't mean anything. A stock can go up 1-2 points, dip down 80 cents. There's no reason to panic if it has not broken levels of support. There's no reason to panic and take all chips off the table. Take a little chips off the table, but there's no reason to take all the chips off the table. Let the stock do what it does. Just like if you enter a trade and all signs were telling you to buy this stock and it works against you and goes below your stop loss, don't sit there and convince yourself that it's coming back. Don't sit there and convince yourself that maybe the market needs a little bit of time. Don't sit there and tell yourself that maybe the market will rebound tomorrow after unemployment numbers or after the Fed talk. If you're always constantly looking for when is the next Fed talk, when are the next inflation numbers, when is the next job employment numbers, when is the president speaking, you will constantly be running around the chicken coop like a chicken with your head cut off. It doesn't matter if the market is going up or down. There's always stocks that are moving in either direction, and always you will be able to be a part of that move to the long side or that move to the short side. So what I really want you to do is focus on discipline in other aspects of your life. Get and build routines so that when you sit in front of your desk or you pick up your phone or your laptop or whatever it is that you're trading on, and you start looking at the charts and you start trading these stocks, that you will have the self-discipline to be able to let the stock work in your favor for as long as it can, obviously taking profits along the way. And also, after you enter trades, if the stock starts to fail and move against you, set aside your pride, be disciplined enough to sell the stock for a loss. Move on. Next hour, the next day, the next week will always be another setup. They will always have another trade, and you will always have an opportunity to make more money later on down the road, whether that be the next hour candle, the next 30-minute candle, the next 5-minute candle, the next daily candle, however it is that your trading style, works, depending on if you're a scalper or a swing trader or a day trader, there's always another trade. So there's no sense in being so prideful or not having the discipline enough to cut a loss when you should, because you're telling yourself, I don't want to get out of this trade. If you ever have told yourself, well, let me just hold on to this stock, I don't really want to get out, I know I'm down, I know I should probably sell it, but let me just hold it a little longer to see if it comes back. There's no reason to do that. No one has ever said that you cannot rebuy a stock. Now, if you're under the PDT rule and you're concerned about, I only have 1 day trade today, I have 2 left for the week, I can only trade 1 time today, and you get into a play and you force hold it because you don't want to, ruin your day trade, you are not going to be in the game that long. If you're doing that, then maybe you need to switch to a bigger time frame. If you are day trading, you should be using the daily time frame. If you are swing trading, you should be using the daily time frame. Okay. If you are swing trading, you should be using the 4-hour time frame. If you are day trading, you should be using the 1-hour time frame, using the daily as your reference guide, using the 5-minute to monitor your active trade. If you're a scalper, you should be using the 2-minute, the 5-minute, the 15-minute, and using the hourly to monitor the stock. I hope that helps, guys. Get into a routine, stay disciplined. It comes from, you can't expect to be disciplined in trading, but just undisciplined in all other aspects of your life. If you get up every day and you're putting on the same dirty clothes and you're not making your bed, and let's say you don't get up and brush your teeth right away in the morning, and maybe some days you do, maybe some days you eat breakfast, some days you don't eat breakfast, some days you wear a blue shirt, some days you wear a polka dot shirt, some days you're wearing pants at the trading table, some days you're trading in your underwear. If you're completely sporadic, your trades are going to be completely sporadic. We want to make trading as boring as possible. We want to look for the same setups day in and day out. We kind of want to trade the same handful of stocks day in and day out. Guys, I hope that helps, and I will see you guys all in the next video.